grateful. I thank God each and every day, and I'm just letting God guide this relationship.
Because God is in it, right?
God is in it.
That's right. Yeah. Listen. Okay, this is the happy place. And we
speak on it.
She the one you say.
Speak on it.
I heard that.
Speak on it.
But here at the happy place, we like to respect people's privacy, so I'm not going to ask you too many more questions about that. Yeah. But you know, everybody want to know, so I had to. Yeah. Ms. Hudson had to get into that thing.
We keep it private, but I want to acknowledge how wonderful she is, how great she is, so that's good.
Yes, yeah. I feel that same way about my partner.
Jennifer Hudson just flipped the whole script on Common, and the streets can't stop buzzing about it. The whispers are loud, the receipts are messy, and the consequences. They're shaking the game for both of them. Common went public all smiles, calling Jen one of my greatest blessings, and bragging about how they were equally yoked. But what if that glowing praise was really a cover-up for something deeper? Hudson kept painting her happy place as calls with that man of mine. But was that light really shining both ways? Because word on the curb is Jennifer might have a brand new man, and Common just found out in the worst way, or maybe he's still in the dark. Either way, when the world saw the receipts, jaws dropped, and suddenly this wasn't just some recycled celebrity drama. This was about pride, ego, and a love story turning into a power showdown.
Professions. Well, I think once Tiffany and I got back on the move, it really didn't allow for us to spend as much time and put as much energy into our relationship. I don't think the love really dispersed. I just think it was just like we weren't feeding the relationship. And as you said, neither one of us is gonna stop. Like we both care about our crafts and what we do. And we care about love too and partnership, but I think, the energy that has been put into our careers and continuing to want to do the things that we do for ourselves and for people, is like, it was hard for me to balance all of that and keep the relationship.
Now let's rewind, because this didn't just blow up overnight. It's been brewing for a while. Common and J. Hud's paths crossed years back, both being Chicago legends stacked with awards and respect in their lanes. They shared stages at charity gigs, linked at music events, and by 2024, they were even co-starring in the sci-fi thriller Breathe.
I found myself in what was called love addiction, where my therapist broke it down, was like that feeling of being like, oh, I'm in love, and this that honeymoon period that people call it. I was addicted to that.
That film wasn't just a paycheck. It was sparks flying on set, and everybody felt the chemistry. Then early 2023 rolled around, and the paparazzi started catching them in Philly, Malibu, and Chicago, back-to-back sightings that had TMZ pushing Just Friends headlines. But come on, the internet wasn't buying that cover story. Fans were convinced something bigger was happening, and the chatter only got louder. Fast forward to July 2024, when Common sat down on the Mama I Made It podcast, glowing like never before. Around the 20-minute mark, he called his relationship with Jen one of the greatest blessings of his life, talking about partnership, alignment, and being equally yoked. On paper, it sounded romantic, but fans caught a different vibe. His tone felt like he was making the whole relationship about him, like a subtle flex, bragging on how he had grown enough to deserve her. Meanwhile, Jennifer kept her moves quieter, staying focused on her talk show and music career. Sure, she dropped little gems here and there, like calling him that man of mine at the Martha's Vineyard African American Film Festival, but she wasn't out here gushing or giving deep love speeches. And now, with rumors of a mystery man sliding into the picture, people are starting to wonder if Jen was already signaling that something wasn't adding up behind the scenes. Common popped up on Jen's show once or twice, but behind closed doors, the whispers said Jennifer wasn't feeling how their romance was being paraded around just to boost his image. She wanted privacy, not performance, when it came to love. And then came that one night, the night that flipped everything upside down. It all went down right after the Grammy buzz cooled off. Common slid into Delilah's in LA for an exclusive post-awards party. No cameras rolling inside, but if you know this industry, you know secrets don't stay buried, ever. Word spread fast. Common was spotted getting way too cozy with a tall, model-type woman tucked in a corner booth. And no, it wasn't Jennifer Hudson. They weren't even trying to hide it. His arm was draped around her. He was whispering in her ear, laughing like they had their own little world going on. People swore he looked way too comfortable, like this wasn't just a casual moment. But here's the twist. Jennifer didn't hear it from him. She saw the same whispers and leaks we all did. And you can imagine how that must have hit. Jen saying to herself, Common was supposed to love me. This wasn't just about a man being caught with another woman. It was a public humiliation for Jennifer Hudson. Since her split from WWE star David Otunga, she'd kept her love life low-key and guarded. But suddenly, her name was tangled in gossip blogs and messy headlines. And in Hollywood, image is everything. Jen isn't just a singer. She's an EGOT winner hosting her own talk show. And that means her brand is big business. Advertisers, producers, sponsors, they're all watching. So having your boyfriend linked to models in a scandal, that wasn't just personal, it was professional damage. By then, insiders say Jen had already iced him out in private and dropped little shady jabs in public. The whole industry started clocking the pattern. But she didn't stop there. This time, Jen wanted action, not just words. Now, here's the kicker. There's no hard proof tying everything together, but people in the know swear both camps went into full-blown damage control. Common stayed quiet, dodging the drama, while Jennifer's team allegedly started spinning the story, pushing the idea that she was laser-focused on her work and family, and that her private life wasn't up for discussion. A power move, no doubt. Common's rep tried to play cleanup, claiming they remain good friends, and that the headlines don't reflect the reality of their relationship. But let's be real. Jennifer's quiet revenge strategy was hitting every PR checkbox. No mudslinging, no messy clapbacks, just silent dominance that kept her image polished while letting fans connect the dots on their own. And in the court of public opinion, the one who looks unbothered? That's the one who wins every time. Meanwhile, Common's approach felt defensive, and even a little dismissive, which only made Jen's calm silence look stronger. But here's the kicker. No one actually knows if they officially broke up. No joint statement, no "we're done" confirmation, nothing. Which means now every IG post, every public sighting, every tiny interview clip is being treated like a clue in some giant puzzle that fans are desperate to solve. And just when the buzz seemed like it might fade, a blind item dropped that lit the whole situation back on fire. The claim? Common's new boo is actually someone from Jennifer Hudson's own inner circle. If that's true, we're not just talking messy, we're talking betrayal on a whole new level. Since that blind item hit, Common's been completely MIA. No interviews, no appearances, not even his usual smooth talk on socials. For a man who's normally comfortable in front of cameras, the sudden silence is not just weird, it's suspicious. But here's the piece nobody's talking about. PR insiders are saying big-name brands tied to Common are quietly monitoring this drama. And with Jennifer being one of the most bankable daytime hosts in the game right now, the stakes aren't just personal, they're financial. If this betrayal narrative sticks, it could cost him more than just Jen. It could shake up his whole bag. It's one thing to get tangled up in a messy romance, but it's a whole different battlefield when the person you're clashing with runs a major network talk show and can literally speed dial Oprah. Right now, their relationship status is a complete mystery, but the story fans are already writing? Jennifer is being crowned the classy queen, the one moving her pieces like a pro on a chessboard, while Common is being painted as the smooth talker who just keeps repeating history. They even call him calm and common, like he's predictable to the point of boring. So the real question is, did Common just throw away the biggest relationship of his career by allegedly getting mixed up with someone tied to Jennifer's own circle? Or is this whole thing just an internet storm blown way out of proportion by gossip blogs and sleuthing fans? Either way, this story is far from over. The next public move, whether it's a red carpet sighting, a surprise music collab, or one of those cryptic Instagram posts, will decide exactly where Jennifer and Common stand in front of the world. But I want to hear from you. Do you think Jennifer and Common are officially done? Or is this just some carefully crafted PR play? Drop your thoughts in the comments, smash that like button, and don't forget to subscribe to Juice Alert so you don't miss the next update. Because trust me, this saga is only getting hotter, and you don't want to be the last to know.